kicking corrupt leaders, actors, and organizations out of our communities. Dishonest or fraudulent conduct by those in power, corruption. The abuse of entrusted power for private gain, corruption. Decay, putrefaction, corruption. The process by which something, typically a word or expression, is changed from its original use or meaning to one that is regarded as erroneous or debased, corruption. That elephant in the room is tearing your stuff up. Everywhere you go, until you get rid of it, it's going to tear your stuff up. But the truth is that you should question everything. Many people were taught not to ask why. Corrupt leaders may exhibit certain behaviors that resemble cult leaders. Here are 5 ways they may act. Extreme charisma. Corrupt leaders often possess an exceptional ability to charm and influence others. They use their charisma to create a strong following and manipulate their supporters into unquestionably accepting their actions and decisions. Number 2, cult of personality. Like cult leaders, corrupt leaders often build a cult-like devotion around themselves. They cultivate a strong personal brand, fostering an image of infallibility and superiority. This blind loyalty prevents their followers from questioning their actions and helps to maintain their power. Number 3, manipulation and indoctrination. Both corrupt and cult leaders excel at manipulating and indoctrinating their followers. They use propaganda, misinformation, and fear tactics to manipulate public opinion and maintain control. They create an us versus them mentality, curbing critical thinking and fostering blind allegiance. Number 4, secrecy and isolation. Corrupt leaders might often operate in secrecy, isolating themselves from the public and taking measures to limit access to information and alternative perspectives. Like cult leaders, they create an environment where dissent or criticism is discouraged, further consolidating their power. Number 5, exploitative practices. Similar to cult leaders, corrupt leaders exploit their followers for personal gain. They may engage in embezzlement, bribery, or other forms of corruption, often leaving their followers in dire conditions while they personally benefit and amass wealth. This abusive relationship resembles that of exploitative nature of cults. It is important to know that not all corrupt leaders exhibit all of these behaviors. However, there can be striking similarities between corrupt and cult leaders in terms of their methods of influence and control. And evaluate their credibility. When someone makes claims, it is important to exercise critical. Time is the most valuable resource you have. So don't waste your time trying to control other people. Instead, practice self-control. And today, you can start practicing greater self-control by holding yourself accountable to answer these questions. Why have I continued to trust individuals who have shown no concrete evidence of their trustworthiness? What has led me to rely on those who consistently exhibit hypocritical behavior and disregard for their own words? How can I break free from the cycle of placing my trust in people who repeatedly fail to live up to their professed values? In what ways does my own willingness to trust hypocrites reflect a need for validation or approval of others? Through history and our role in the present day society. We want education for our people that exposes the true nature of this decadent American society. We want education that teaches us our gate. They must not open their mouths. Whoever plots evil will be known as a schemer. The schemes of folly are sin, and people detest a mocker. If you falter in a time of trouble, how small is your strength? Do not envy the wicked. Do not desire their company, for their hearts plot violence and their lips talk about making trouble. By wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established. Through knowledge, its rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. The wise prevail through great power, and those who have knowledge muster their strength. Surely you need guidance to wage war, and victory is won through many advisors. Wisdom is too high for fools. In the assembly at the gate they must not comb is sweet to your taste. Know also that wisdom is like honey for you. If you find it, there is a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Rescue those being led away to death. Hold back those staggering towards slaughter. If you say, but we knew nothing about this, does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who guards your life know it? Will he not repay everyone according to what they have done? Eat honey, my son, for it is good. Honey, wicked, stumble when calamity strikes. Do not gloat when your enemy falls. When they stumble, do not let your heart rejoice, or the Lord will see and disapprove and turn his wrath away from them. Do not fret because of evildoers, or be envious of the wicked, for the evildoer has no future hope, and the lamp of the wicked will be snuffed out. Fear the Lord and the king, my son, and do not join with rebellious officials, for those too will send sudden destruction on them, and who knows what calamities they can bring. These also are sayings of the wise. To show partiality in judging is not good. Whoever says to the guilty, you are innocent, will be cursed by the peoples and denounced by nations. But it will go well with those who convict the guilty, and rich blessing will come to them. An honest answer is like a kiss on the lips. Put your outdoor work in order and get your fields ready. After that, build your house. Do not testify against your neighbor without cause. Would you use your lips to mislead? Do not say, I'll do to them as they have done to me. I'll pay them back for what they did. I went past the field of a sluggard, past the vineyard of someone who has no sense. Thorns had come up everywhere. The ground was covered with weeds, and the stone wall was in ruins. I applied my heart to what I observed and learned a lesson from what I saw. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands. Do not lurk like a thief near the house of the righteous. Do not plunder their dwelling place. For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. And poverty will come on you like a scarcity, like an armed man. Proverbs 24.